So this is Collinsville Avenue, which is the main drag, the downtown spot of East St. Louis. So in downtown East St. Louis in the early 1900s, if we were to walk down this street, we might hear 20 plus different languages spoken, which is amazing considering the situation it's in today, where this was a thriving downtown area. But when we came in 2008, the poverty level was through the roof. The crime rate had been the highest per capita in the country for 20 plus years running, and it was just a greater sense of despair than there was a sense of hope. Though a lot of people in a city like East St. Louis had integrity and were working for the good of the city, a lot of times there were just a lot of obstacles working against those efforts. And it seemed that the most successful ministries in our context across the country focused on youth. 2008, I walked into high school, which we felt like was the most strategic place for us to be able to begin to impact students at that point where they were making decisions about their lives and making decisions that would form their futures. So I walked into the school trying to be really covert, get back and meet the head football coach and just kind of sneak in and see if I could just get in as a volunteer. And the first person I met was the principal of the high school. And she welcomed me with open arms. She made a way for us to be a part of the athletic program. We were able to begin hosting Bible studies after weightlifting sessions. And so literally we go around school and in whatever way we can get into a space to host a Bible study where we were able to share the gospel with 15 or 30 young men on any given day, a couple of days a week. And what we began to see was the guy was moving in their lives, and he was moving in the lives of young men who had never heard the truth of the gospel, had never been exposed to the grace of God. And so what we saw was there was transformation beginning to happen. There are many people in East St. Louis striving for the same hope and potential to be realized, and so we're doing nothing more than joining them in their efforts and all to collectively trusting God to do great works in the city. And what we've seen by carrying that out over 5 years, in the last 2 years especially, as more kids have come to know the Lord, as we've been walking with those kids through their trials and through their struggles of life, and as they've walked with us through ours, we've seen God move in many kids' lives to help them come to know Him and to grow in relationship with Him. We're able to be a ministry that's about people and not programs. We run programs, we do a lot of programs, but we do them in a way that we are centered and focused on people and focused on the gospel and God making a lasting impact in a student's life to where He's captured their hearts and their minds and their souls, and He's moved them toward the cross, and they're swimming against the culture and toward holiness and toward godliness and toward advancing the kingdom of God and transforming the city of East St. Louis.